What's up, everybody? So today, as I said in the post, I was working on something good and I was working on a hot take. And today is the day we get to talk about my hot takes that shouldn't be so hot in UFC. So when I say that shouldn't be so hot, it's basically just takes that I'm gonna say that shouldn't be like frowned upon. That shouldn't be too controversial. But for some reason they're controversial. I don't know why. But yeah, it is. Even though I will stand by these takes till the day I die. Getting on with the first one, which is going to be a little controversial, not too controversial. Tony Ferguson was overrated in his prime. Now, when I say he's overrated in his prime, I'm not saying that he was like a bad fighter by any means. I think he will still win and stuff. But the way people talk about this man in his prime, he was some messiah or something like that. People actually talk about Tony Ferguson. This guy was just this absolute machine of a fighter. When in reality, when you go back and watch his fights, he's getting bitched 90% of the time and then he wins. That fight against Kevin Lee, I'll be real, he was losing that entire fight. And then fluked him with a triangle because, Kevin Lee's the GOAT. Can't beat him fairly. No, I'm kidding. Kevin Lee he doesn't suck, but he was able to maul Oliveira as well. But Tony, sorry, my bad. I was just sipping on off and go. Tony, it's just he's his striking is not the best either. When you watch him fight, it's very he's moving very sporadically, and he's fast. I think one of his best attributes. And one that's very looked over, when he was in his prime, was his speed. I think his speed is actually pretty good. But I also think that his overall striking game was not the best. People acting when if him and Khabib ever actually fought, people are talking oh, Khabib's Tony's gonna just piece him up on the feet. I don't think he would. I think Khabib would beat him I think it would be a hard fight for Khabib, but I think Khabib would beat him. And when I said here, just because he's dangerous off his back doesn't mean he would have beaten Khabib. Yeah, I don't think he would have won. I think Oliveira, I think Prime Tony would lose to Oliveira as well. I think Prime Tony would lose to Islam Makhachev. Oh god, imagine Prime Tony versus Topuria, bro. Bro, Topuria's knocking him out in the first round. Tony was good. I think he would beat Gaethje. I think he would lose to Poirier though. I know I know Tony used to say stupid stuff Dustin ducked me and all that. I think he also would have beaten McGregor, but I still think he's an overrated fighter in his prime. But I don't think he's bad. I still think he's good. Still a really good fighter, but it's not the best in the world. He would not have beaten Khabib. I promise you guys, if that fight had happened, I think Khabib would get cut, but he would win pretty decisively. Tony had speed and cardio and had really good chin and recovery, but other than that, he was just good. He was just good. He wasn't anything crazy or anything. But let's get on with the next take. Now this one is gonna be controversial. Pantoja is the flyweight GOAT. I said it. What are you gonna do? I said it. Let me give you guys a moment to just sink in what I just said. Just let it sink in, just for a moment. It sinked in? Alright, now let me tell you why I think Pantoja is the flyweight GOAT. This guy, and yeah, in the modern era, this guy was beating, he's actually beating good fighters, it's not funny anymore now. Flyweight's actually a good division now. We trash on DJ a lot. Well, I trash on DJ a lot. I haven't really made any videos on him, but I don't think DJ and Pantoja's resume, I think it's night and day. And I think resume is the main thing you need to worry about when it comes to ranking a divisional GOAT and stuff like that. I think Pantoja, I think his win over Brandon Moreno is basically better than DJ's, like every win DJ has on his resume, except maybe Cejudo. Maybe Cejudo. And even then, like, I think Moreno would beat Cejudo, but like, just based on greatness, Cejudo's probably greater, but man, what can you do? But like, that's one of DJ's wins. Every other DJ win, like, yeah, Benavidez is okay. Ray Borg is dog shit. Like, people talk about, hey, he had 11 title defenses, but and they can't even name 5. They can't even name like 3 for that matter. Like, every time you ask a Demetrius Johnson fan, like, name 3 of his 11 title defenses, they just won't say shit. Like, they just won't say anything. And it's the funniest thing ever, man. Like, it's so hard for people to accept that Pantoja's a go to this division. Like, in the modern era, getting 4 title defenses, breaking the 35 curse. Bro, we gave Volk so much praise for beating it. Pantoja did it easier against an arguable nightmare matchup for him in the division. Bro, Pantoja's just goated like that. Like, there's nothing else to say. And not to mention, he absolutely destroyed Kai Kara-France in that fight. Kai Kara-France did nothing. Like, nothing bigger, bro. Easy win for Pantoja. It's actually crazy. And then, like, obviously you talked about the resume and stuff like that. I think the guys he's been, like, I'll be real. I think Moreno would unironically beat Mighty Mouse. You call me a hater, but I think like this, and you can't change my mind on that. I think, like, the guys Pantoja have beaten, like, I think even Royval could do it. And I think Pantoja will beat Joshua Van. Like, I think he's gonna do it. I think Van's gonna beat him when they rematch, but I think right now Pantoja's gonna not show him levels, but like grapple fuck him in that fight. So this is why I think Pantoja's a flyweight GOAT. Now this next one. Yeah. I know you guys saw in the thumbnail I said Oliveira would win. You guys got clickbaited. Hey, it's not my fault you fell for it, bro. Don't blame me. You fell for the clickbait. But I do think this rematch, like, obviously, I'm talking about UFC 294, like when the fight was supposed to happen, before, you know, Bulk stepped in and died. This fight was supposed to be the main event, and yeah, Charles pulled out due to, like, he got like a cut on his eyebrow and stuff. Now, I'll be real, I think this rematch, I don't think it would have gone differently. I don't think Oliveira had won. But I think it would have been like a hard fight for Islam Makhachev, this rematch. Because we've seen Charles in rematches make really good adjustments. I'm not saying Islam doesn't. He did as well against Volk. Like, that heavy kicking game plan was really good against Volk in that rematch. But we've seen Charles Oliveira make really good adjustments in rematches. Like, against Michael Chandler, he had a more patient approach against Chandler and had a grapple-heavy approach. Like, on the feet, Charles would, like, keep a high guard. And, like, even, like, I know that was a washed-up Chandler, but still, like, Charles did show a lot of adjustments, despite nearly dying in that 5th round from back of the head shot. But, hey, we're not going to talk about that. So, like, Charles, after that Dariush fight, I think this fight would have been a bit more slow-paced fight than their first one. And I think, like, on the feet, this son would actually be uncomfortable. I think Charles would kick him a lot on the feet. I think he would do a lot of oblique kicks, a lot of leg kicks, some body teeps, stuff like that. And I think Islam would be the one trying to initiate grappling in this fight. And then, like, I think Islam would win like a 48, 47, maybe 49, 46 decision against Oliveira. I think in this rematch, you would have seen a lot more patient version of Charles Oliveira. And, like, when Islam would shoot, Charles would thread in, like, submissions and stuff like that. And maybe catch him, maybe not. But I think Charles would have done really good in this fight. And, bro, I'm so sad. Because Charles Oliveira is my favorite fighter. And, yeah, bro, I remember the day he pulled out, bro. My mate sent me, like, a message. And I was like, yo, look, Volkas and Islam are fighting. And then he sent me a picture of the cut above Charles' eye. And I was just feeling dread for that entire day, bro. I remember in school, bro, I used to talk so much shit saying, bro, Charles is gonna win. Just by just rage baiting my mates and stuff. It was so funny. But let's get back to this fight. Damn it, bro. And now he got coated by Tapuria, which makes it even worse. Bro, it's so depressing, man. Hey, Charles unironically paid for it by pulling out because who knows, maybe Tapuria would have lost to Volk. Nah, I'm kidding. I think Tapuria would have been in Volk, but damn it, man. My bad for being a little depressed, but I think this fight would have gone like very differently. Like, would have been a more slower paced fight, maybe a little bit of less grappling. Because when Islam did submit Charles Oliveira, he got that submission after rocking Oliveira on the feet. And I don't think Oliveira in that rematch would do some stupid flying knee like he did last time. And like, I think Oliveira would have had like a good chance, like a 12-week training camp, 13-week training camp would have been like good enough. I don't think he would have won, but I think he would have done really good in this fight. I really think this. Let's get on to the next hot take. Now this one is going to be controversial. You thought the last one was controversial? This one's going to be very controversial, bro. Why Justin is mad is totally understandable. Now, you guys have to look at this with perspective, alright? I basically put out all my reasoning on this, like, slide, but you guys really have to understand that Justin Gaethje didn't have to fight Max Holloway. But some argue that he deserved a title shot more than Charles Oliveira did back in 2024, 2023, like, just, like, late 2023, early 2024, when, like, right after Islam head kicked both. Because we didn't know for sure if Max was moving up to lightweight at the time. Well, like, Justin versus Islam would have been the fight to make. And, like, I really do understand why Justin is mad, because Justin Gaethje was on a 2-fight win streak. He beat Rafael Fiziev, who was on a really good run at the time. I'm pretty sure Fiziev was, like, number 6, number 7. And then right after that, knocks out Dustin Poirier for a BMF belt / gimmick belt. Like, by knockout as well. Let's not forget that. And he schooled Poirier as well, which is funny as hell. It's so funny, but... like, beat Poirier. We all thought he was going to fight for the title next. Gets knocked out by Max Holloway. Which, like, no shame in that, but the only thing I disagree with Gaethje is that him calling it an exhibition fight. Like, that's just stupid, bro. I don't know how to say it. It's just stupid that he calls it an exhibition fight, but like, it's still totally understandable why he's mad that Oliveira got a shot and he didn't. Because if you look at it, I think Justin Gaethje deserved a title shot more than Charles Oliveira, because I think, first off, Fiziev is a better fighter than Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's atrocious now. You've just seen him get destroyed by Paddy Pimblett, who I'm going to talk about very soon. And you guys also have to realize that Justin Gaethje beat Dustin Poirier, obviously for the BMFL, and they gave Poirier a title shot of 1 win. So it's really not, like, crazy for Justin to be mad that he didn't get a title shot. It's actually pretty justified if you ask me. But, like, do I think he deserves one? Not really. I'll be real. I think he's more deserving than Paddy. Obviously more deserving than Charles. I think the most deserving guy to fight Topuria is Arman. I think it should have been Topuria and Arman for the vacant belt to begin with, but, you know, the UFC hates Arman. For good reasons. The guy pulled out, but, like, it's disingenuous to give Charles a title shot, but not Justin, who's 3-1 in his last 4. Charles was 2-2. Even though you could argue he beat Sarukian. I still don't know who to give that fight to. I was like, now that I'm talking about Charles again, let me say another thing about this fight. I don't think Charles Oliveira would have pulled guard like an idiot the way he did last time. Just felt like I had to get that out of there because, yeah, we saw what happened. And he wouldn't try to go submissions against Islam when his head is pressed against the fence. Another thing that I felt like I had to mention. So, yeah, like, Justin Gaethje, he obviously doesn't deserve a title shot, but, like, it's understandable why he would be mad if you actually look at it from his perspective. But yeah, like, yeah, what can you do? But alright, let's talk about, and bro, Benoit Saint Denis is so ass. And by the way, I'm picking him to lose to Mauricio Rufy. Early pick for that one. I'll probably make a video on that fight as well, but Yeah, I had to feel like I had to get that one out there, but yeah, like they gave Poirier a title shot for a ranked number 14 guy. Very undeserving. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about this. This next one I'm about to talk about. This shouldn't even be a hot take, but it is in today's standards. Yeah, Sean Brady is still being underrated, bro. Still being criminally underrated in this day and age. Especially after what he did to Leon Edwards. He's still being underrated by many. By you guys. By fucking all the casuals and shit, bro. Honestly, it actually pisses me off. Because you know what pisses me off even worse? I remember seeing this edit or some shit on TikTok. It was like Ilya Tapuri's moving up to welterweight. The guys he's gonna be fighting. And it was just an edit of all the welterweights. It was like Islam Makhachev, Kamaru Usman, Bilal, JDM, Joaquin Buckley, and fucking Leon Edwards, bro. Leon Edwards. Not a single fucking mention of Sean Brady. But yeah, Leon Edwards, bro. That's how underrated this motherfucker is. Bro, this guy, people talk about this like he's not even in fucking title talks after what he did to Leon Edwards. Bro, who does that to Leon Edwards? Think about it. Who the fuck does that to Leon Edwards, bro? And this guy's getting fucking snubbed of a title shot. Look, I think Islam is objectively more deserving. He defended his belt 4 times. But like, bro, the fact that people talk about Shavkat Rakhmonov when he has 0 wins in the top 5, nearly got submitted by Ian Gary. Bro, Carlos Prates was closer to finishing Ian Gary than fucking Shavkat was. And everybody glazes Shavkat. They talk about that guy is more deserving of a title shot than Sean Brady, who smoked and finished Leon Edwards, bro. Really getting heated just talking about this. And I think fucking Sean Brady, I think if he fights the winner of this fight, he has a good chance of beating both Jack and Islam, if you ask me. Like, JDM, like, I know people cope a lot about that Bilal fight, saying, oh, Bilal didn't shoot enough, oh, he's just trying to stand and bang. Bro, he shot 9 takedowns. However, I still think Brady has a good chance. I think him and JDM is like, is it 50-50? I don't know if it's 50-50, but it's very close. I still don't know who I would pick to win that fight. My bad. Just bad. Oh god, that shit stinks, bro. Anyways. Yeah, like, I think, I don't know who I would actually pick if Sean Brady would not Shavkat, fucking, yeah, but rent free now. Not fucking Shavkat, JDM. I still don't know who I'd pick if these two had fought. Because the thing is, like, Bilal didn't really pressure JDM a lot. He kind of just backed up. I think when Sean Brady fights JDM, because I think Sean Brady's going to beat Ian Gary, because I heard that's in talks. I think easy win for Sean Brady. I think Sean Brady's going to I think he's actually going to press forward. And I think if he gets JDM down, which he probably would, but I think he actually can threaten JDM a lot with, like, some of the grappling. And then for Islam Makhachev, like, Islam's entire game in the striking is to, like, back up. Sean Brady's entire game in the striking is to pressure forward. That's like a recipe for disaster. Look, I would still lean towards Islam to beat Sean Brady, but, like, that's a fight you have to think about. Like, bro, Sean Brady's, like, being so underrated. Like, I had this take about Ahmed Sukin, and unironically being Sean Brady as well. These two, while they're the number 1 contenders, I feel like they're the dark horse of the division while they're the number 1 contenders. That probably doesn't make any sense, but, like, I feel like if those two won the belt, it would just be so unexpected. Since the term dark horse means unexpected winner, but I feel like people are riding off Sean Brady way too much. Acting like this guy's not even fucking, like, he's like 2 wins away from a title shot or some bullshit like that. Oh, bro, I already know the fucking winner of Islam and Jack's gonna fight Shavkat next. It's gonna piss me off, but, you know, it is what it is, bro. Fuck, you know, this next one Not that hot of a take, but I feel like I had to say it anyways. I was lost in slides. This is a very hot take, but I believe it's true. But I don't think it should be that hot. I think Ilia Topuria beats JDM, and I think he KOs him inside 3 rounds. Now let's talk about this matchup. We've got, obviously, JDM, like a 10 kilo weight difference over Ilia Topuria. We got Topuria, midget, has a little bit of anger issues, has the little man syndrome, everything you need to beat JDM, if you think about it. Look, when we watch JDM fight these guys like Kevin Holland, Bilal, Gilbert Burns, yes, and I said Gilbert Burns, he is very, very hittable in every single one of those fights. Like, Gilbert Burns cracked him with an overhand. Dude, Bilal gave this guy a fucking bulge on his eyeball. Like, if you really think about it, I am not crazy for saying Ilia Topuria will go up there, get JDM, primarily a boxing fight, and knock him out against the fence. Now, when I say knock him out, I don't think he's going to put him out cold, first off. I think JDM's going to be really hard to put away, but I think Ilia will have like a TKO on JDM, where he like hits him like a body shot, headshot combo, because of just how hittable JDM is. Like, bro, he just relies on like a block. The only time I've ever seen this guy use actual head movement was like this small sequence against Bilal in that 5th round. Like, I don't know if I know you guys know what I'm talking about, where he does like those double crosses. And he does that cross, slip, cross. But that's the only time I've seen JDM actually use head movement. And I think Ilia Topuria is much better than Bilal as a striker. Obviously, these guys are not going to take it to the ground. But I see like JDM, he tries to work the body of Ilia. Ilia just catches him like a good lead hook. JDM backs up a little bit. They're standing and banging a little bit. And then Ilia just cracks him with the right hand. JDM backs up and Ilia lands the body shot headshot combo, finishing JDM. I am not crazy for saying this. I am not crazy for saying Ilia Topuria wins, but he does. He does win. Bro, I'm sorry, that Charles Oliveira performance really fucked me up mentally and physically, bro. I genuinely don't know who beats Ilia Topuria. I think the only 2 guys that can do it are Islam and Arman. Because I don't think we're going to see Topuria versus Brady or fucking Shafkat. Let's be real. Ilia does not give a fuck about those cons. Now with the next hot take, which is a little bit of a hot take, and not really a hot take, but let's do it anyways. This is quite literally the main reason I even thought about. Okay, maybe not the main reason why I thought about making this video, but man, this should not be a hot take. When I said I'm talking about hot takes that shouldn't be taught, this is one of them. This is one of them. Alongside the rest of the video, but this one stands out primarily as the title. I think Sean O'Malley would beat Piotr Jan if they had a 5-round rematch. I think it would be less competitive than their first fight. And I thought O'Malley won that first fight as well. And I'm tired of pretending he didn't. Bro, Sean O'Malley, think about it, in the first fight, the main talks were O'Malley's cardio and O'Malley's grappling in that fight. That's where Piotr Jan had success. The grappling against Sean O'Malley. What has improved? The grappling of Sean O'Malley. You know what else has improved? The cardio of Sean O'Malley. And you know what hasn't improved? Anything of Piotr Jan. I feel like this guy's starting to regress as a fighter, if anything. I should not be worried about this guy fighting Marcus McGee. But I was. Even though he won, I shouldn't have the feeling of worriness. I don't even know if that's a word or not. Worriness. I shouldn't even be having a feeling of that when this guy was fighting Marcus McGee, but I did. I think O'Malley, I could even see O'Malley finishing Piotr Jan in a rematch. I'll be real. Like, that fucking, like, style of just blocking punches with your hands tied to your face is just not gonna work. I know he has good head movement, but, like, bro, fucking, you're not gonna use head movement against Sean O'Malley. I don't give a fuck how good you are, bro. O'Malley's a better striker than you. Now he's gonna be even stronger than you, and is actually gonna defend the grappling against you. What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't just fucking download data as you're getting pieced up in range. And I think the knees are gonna be there for O'Malley like last time. I see like O'Malley like a 49-46, low-key. Yeah, I said it. 49-46 over Piotr Jan, bro. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. I really do think that would happen. I really think that would happen. Like, I think, well, like, I think Piotr Jan's a harder matchup for certain fighters than O'Malley is, like, for example, Umar. I think Piotr Jan's a harder fight for Umar than Sean O'Malley is, but like, I really do think Sean O'Malley would beat Piotr Jan in a 5-round rematch, and I am not crazy for saying that. Now, let's get on with the next hot take. Paddy is still not that good. I said it. He's not that good. Michael Chandler's just really shit. Bobby Green doesn't have a chin anymore. I know he got submitted. I don't give a fuck. Bobby Green was 38 when they fought. Michael Chandler was 39. Tony Ferguson was at the worst point in his career. And these are his last 3 opponents. Tony Ferguson was coming off a submission loss to Bobby Green. Bobby Green, he was coming off a win, to be fair. But against Jim Miller, bro. Fucking Jim Miller. And then Michael Chandler quite literally looked the worst he has ever looked against Charles Oliveira. Yeah. And people want this guy to get a fucking title shot. Look, I think what the UFC should do, I'm not gonna fuck it. I would rather see. You know what? Just never mind what I was gonna say. That shit's irrelevant now. Paddy Pimblett, when he gets asked about fighting Arman Tsarukyan, by the way, Arman is 28 years old. He's like, I don't want to fight Arman. He wants to fight Justin Gaethje, bro. Like, he said he wants Legends lot, but I'm telling you, bro, we all know why he wants to fight Justin Gaethje. Let's be real, we all know why he wants to fucking fight that guy. He's like, what, 37 years old now? Yeah, Justin Gaethje's literally 37 years old, bro. Has no grappling defense. Is on his way out. Yeah, it makes sense why Paddy would want that fight. And is ducking Arman Tsarukyan, bro. Bro, the entire division is ducking Arman Tsarukyan, man. Fuck. Topuria's ducking. I think Topuria beats Arman, but Topuria's ducking. But fuck me, man. Rest in peace, Arman's career, bro. He's gonna keep turning down like shitty fights, and the UFC's gonna send him to fucking Brave FC. Bro, I could actually see that shit happening. Or the PFL. Bro, Arman's gonna be the PFL champ after beating fucking Usman Nurmagomedov. Let's talk about Paddy. This guy. Now, I'll be real, the performance obviously that stands out is the Michael Chandler one. You know, butchered Michael Chandler, did it better than Charles Oliveira did, but let's be bro, Charles and Chandler was a rematch. Alright, rematches are gonna go different. Paddy Pimblett fucking got taken down by Michael Chandler in that first round and got dunked on his head like multiple times. How am I supposed to believe this fucking guy when he hasn't beaten a single fighter in their prime? Bro, the last time he even fought a single fighter in their prime, he fucking lost to Jared Gordon. That fight was arguably 30-27, bro. And he wants to fight Ilia Topuria. Yeah, he's getting flatlined, bro. Just, I'll be real, Paddy's case for getting a title shot, just get one win, bro. And I'm also glad Gaethje's turning him down Fight either Ahmed Sarukian, fight Dan Hooker. Fuck, man, fight Max Holloway, bro. Like, or even Charles Oliveira, bro. Just fight somebody. And you know what's funny? I think every single one of them beat him, except Dan Hooker and Justin Gaethje, and maybe Charles. Actually, no, I think Charles should beat him. But fight those guys, man. What are you doing? Calling out fucking Justin Gaethje, bro, rather than Arman Sarukian. Doesn't even have a fight schedule. It's pretty clear Justin Gaethje only wants a title shot. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But hey, that's... Oh, let me check. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That is my thoughts on, like, the current state of MMA. These are my hot takes, I meant to say. Sorry, it was like 4 a.m. while I'm recording. These are my hot takes, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Follow my Twitter, that's gonna be in my bio, like in my links anyways. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Latest.